I made the decision to spend a semester in China on the desire to see another part of the world largely unknown to me. I had a very narrow picture of what my destination country was like, but I went in with an enthusiastic desire to explore. I first arrived in Beijing and was greeted with the exact image of China I had in mind, a bustling city full of chatter and activity. I was uniquely situated in the international student dorm of the university, where I was able to meet the students from all over the world, but still interact with many of the locals. The school's prime location, only 2 blocks away from Wudako, gave me access to many shops, restaurants, and things to do. Once a week, I even trekked across town to my internship and experienced the Beijing city commute. Eventually, I got to the point where I really felt comfortable navigating the city, using the train, and exploring everything Beijing had to offer. As part of the Alliance program, all the students took a week-long trip to Qinghai province, a rural area in western China. It was the exact opposite of Beijing. Shanghai was full of tall, lush mountains and breathtaking views of the Yellow River. It was here that the ideas I held of what China was were challenged. I always associated China with tall skyscrapers or the important landmarks like the Temple of Heaven or the Summer Palace. But here I was in rural China, where I slept on a roof to admire the ridiculous number of stars I could see, and where I got up at 5 in the morning to climb a mountain and watch the sunrise. I went to various places of worship and even talked to some Buddhist monks. I felt so close to nature and felt an encompassing presence of spirituality that I would have never expected. The program also allowed us to have a week of free travel where we could go to any place in the country on our own. 3 of my friends and I decided to go to this place called Sanya in Hainan province, just off the coast of southern China. I did not know much about it, but one of my friends had been told it was a great place to visit. When we touched down, we were greeted by sunshine and ocean breezes. I was so taken aback by finding such a place in China. Sanya had a Caribbean feel with upbeat music constantly playing, people selling fruits on the streets, and cooking delicious seafood. After the mini tropical vacation, I looked back on my time in China up to that point. I was amazed at everything that China had to offer and all the opportunities that studying abroad had afforded me. I learned so much more about the world. I have been in situations where I've encountered unfamiliar circumstances and needed to adapt my worldview, but it has been such a rewarding experience. I feel much more equipped as a global citizen, and I know that my time in China has had a direct impact on my self-development. I continue to be so grateful for the opportunity to have studied in such an amazing country.